What's going on YouTube? Brian here with Cyclist Northwest. Just want to show you guys my fish room. It's kind of a mess right now. I got some different projects and stuff going on, but this was inspired by a guy on YouTube, which I don't know what happened to him, but some of you probably seen the video. It's I think it's Scuba Steve Aquatics, but he just kind of disappeared, so I hope everything's okay there. But this was kind of inspired by that video. And this room here is a 15 by 24 addition to my house, and it just kind of made it into a fun room for me. I'll just kind of go around the room here, but we painted it black, and I got a recording studio over here in the corner I built, and you know, I do a couple different things in there with some friends and all that stuff. But anyhow, here's the 125 water change day, obviously, and I'm just filling my sump at the moment, so I hope I don't record too long and overflow the dang thing. But anyhow, here's the 125, and I do maintenance on this pretty much every other day or two. I just love spending time out here, so it's kind of a relaxation thing, not so much that it's needed, but this tank is pretty much kept as clean as I can get it. And I got this one off Craigslist. It was a good find. Actually, it has these metal lids on it. There was a guy that had a very big old python he kept in this thing, so I had to clean it out real good and all that stuff. Here's a 150 I acquired, and the opposite corner here needs sealed, and the frame needs repaired, so that's a big project I'm working on. That thing's nasty. I got to get in there and scrape it all out, reseal it, get some new lids. It's a big project, but that is going right on top of that thing right there, and I have to beef that up a little bit. But there's my sump. I've got another 29 gallon with some babies in there. So got some blue orchids and some tangerine tigers in that one. And the sump is a little small. You can see the hole down there is built for a bigger one. They did have a bigger sump in there. I did a video on it earlier, and the other one cracked, so I had to replace it with the 40 breeder that I had. So it's a little small, but I keep the water at a certain level, so in case I get another power outage, it doesn't overflow. I've had that happen. It really kind of sucks. But you can kind of see what I did here. I just used some PVC. I'm not going to go into great detail, but it's just gravity drain right back into the sump. I drilled some holes there for it, and I've got a big pond, I think it's a Pond Master pump in here. Just bring it up to the top, and I secured it to the top there with some brackets. Each tank has its own PVC valve, and I want to say these, if I remember right, these are 3/4 inch. And let me get a picture of the inside here. You kind of see what I did there. There is a 3/4 inch bulkhead. I drilled all the tanks, and I put a little extender and an elbow in there so I can adjust the height of the water. So it's very adjustable. These little tanks are kind of dirty. I haven't got to them, but anyhow, let's see if I can get a shot of the bulkhead right here. Hope that's coming in okay. That's what it looks like. And it's just really easy. I did a video on drilling your own aquarium, and you guys can see how that's done. Actually, here's a little chunk of glass from one of the holes. That's all it is. That was out of a 10 gallon, I think. No, 29. That was out of a 29. But you can just see how you do the supports. You have to do weight bearing. This thing is strong as can be the way it is built, because the top here, the weight transfer goes from this all the way down to the floor, and you can see how that works. So those boards are supported, and then I've got another one in the underneath there supporting that one too. So you can kind of see how that works if you guys want to build your own. And these are all 20 longs up on the top. I've got a lot of fish I need to get rid of. Need to sell, not get rid of. Just get rid of them. And then a bunch of 29s down here. I adjust the water so it's just trickling in there. It's not crazy strong or anything, but you can kind of see what I did. It just comes around the top, comes back down, and goes over each line at the top, or each tank at the top has its own drain, and it goes into a kind of a gutter system. And this side over here is a few inches taller than this side, so you have to plan that when you're doing your drain for the sump, so the water will flow downhill properly, otherwise it won't work. But anyhow, there's my studio. I'll do a quick little shot in here. It's pretty dirty. Let's see here. Yeah, it's my recording studio. And some lights and monitors and microphones and webcams and all kinds of stuff. Do some podcasting here, and I'll probably end up doing some fish stuff. I've been wanting to do it. Life just gets super busy. I've got a stove over in the corner to keep this room warm, but I did have a problem with that particular one because when that power outage came, that's a pellet stove, so obviously it runs off of electricity. So anyhow, I got all this stuff from, well, not all of it, a lot of the bulkheads and the drill bit, diamond and drill bit for the tanks. What else? Some air pumps, some different things from Gemco. They had good prices on the bulkheads. For all these size tanks, I'd just say 3/4 inch should be fine. And have fun. I got a couple thousand into all this stuff, so it's not cheap, but it's a lot of fun. And you know, you think about it, I mean, if we had horses for a hobby, I mean, we'd be dropping thousands in those guys. So the fish hobby in itself compared to others isn't so bad. I've had people say, what in the world, or you got so many tanks? I'm like, well, it's not as bad as feeding a dang horse for a year or buying a horse or something like that. So it's just what I like doing. I do woodworking and stuff like that too. I make some money on the side doing that. I really enjoy that. I've got a 55 gallon here. I've got a 75 and a 90 down there. I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. But anyhow, there you go. I know you guys have been wanting to see this, and had a few requests for it. But it's pretty cool. I like it. Spent a lot of time out here. And maybe someday soon I'll go over what fish I have. I've done that a little bit in another video. But this video is getting a little long now, so I will sign off here and get back to feeding the fish. Sorry, cleaning the fish. Alright, you guys, thanks a bunch for watching. Like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Have a good one.